Well, to understand the situation better, we're joined from Washington, D.C. by Dr. Imtiaz Khan, who is a professor at the George Washington University. So thank you so much for joining us. 7 years after the August 5th changes, and what do you believe has been the biggest impact on Kashmir's political and social landscape?
The biggest changes that have occurred is that the atrocities on Kashmiris have increased. There is settlers colonialism right line going in Kashmir, and thousands of people are lying in jail, languishing in jail in far off places from Kashmir, and they have no access to their loved ones. The whole bureaucracy has been turned topsy turvy, replaced by Hindus from outside Kashmir. If you look at it, even middle level officers have been replaced. Among the higher ups, there is no Kashmiri. The police has been totally reorganized, and all the power, all the decisions are being taken by these Hindu officers who have been brought to the state from outside Kashmir. If you go to Kashmir and you visit the airport, you look like it is a Hindu religious place because a lot of Hindus are being brought in and they are basically finding some new rivers, new places which they think are of significance to Hindu religion. And it is a pretext to bring them there and make them to stay. Ultimate goal is to change the population dynamics of the state so that Muslim majority status of Kashmir is lost. There are a lot of businesses which are being brought in, and those Hindu tourists, actually, the restaurants are, they visit restaurants which are being owned by outside Hindu population. So it is a pre-planned thing, and the properties of Muslims, especially the orchards, are being snatched away under the pretext of security reasons. The places like Gulmarg, Pahalgam, which you be of tourist attraction, tremendous and earth-shattering beauty, they are being occupied by Hindu army, and they are basically dismantling the attraction it presented in the earlier days.
And sir, do you believe the international community has done enough to address the Kashmir issue, or has global attention shifted elsewhere?
International community has done nothing to resolve Kashmir issue. Despite the fact there are UN resolutions to which both Pakistan and India are signatory, India has been violating these resolutions with impunity. If international community had paid any attention or posed questions to India that why they are flouting these resolutions, things would not have reached to this impasse. Because India is considered to be huge country, lot of population, a lot of business interests for other countries, it is getting away with all the atrocities that she is committing on the people of Kashmir, usurping their rights, and what international community is doing is being silent.
Well, sir, how relevant are the UN Security Council resolutions on Kashmir today, and is there any real chance of their implementation?
If I understood your question correctly, they stay as relevant as they were about 60, 70, whatever year when they were passed. Because that is the only solution. People of Kashmir have not accepted the occupation of India. whatever India says, gathering 50 people, 100 people, and under duress, making them to shout pro India slogans, that is not the reality. The fact of the matter is that there are 1 million Indian paramilitary forces in Kashmir who are muzzling them, who are basically, you know, killing them uh, without any consequence for them. So the question is, what else is the solution? Solution is to ask the people what they want. Do they want to go to India? Do they want to stay with India, go to Pakistan, or have an independent country? Because any other solution will not be acceptable to people of Jammu and Kashmir. And unless that happens, this turmoil, which will has dangerous consequences in the future for the whole region, if not the world, cannot be resolved unless these UN resolutions are implemented in letter and spirit.
And so there are concerns about human rights and demographic changes in Kashmir. How serious are these concerns and what impact could they have on the region's future?
They have no doubt. Even before August 5, 2019, 130,000 Kashmiri youth were massacred. 11,300 Kashmiri women were gang raped. And atrocities after that, August 5, 2019, have increased manifold. Now, what India is doing, it is usurping the properties. One of the main occupations of people of Kashmir was fruit. It is a tourist country, and there are a lot of fruit growers that there 70% of the people in Kashmir earn their living by growing fruits and sending it outside. Their lands have been confiscated, like I said earlier, under the pretext of security considerations. They have lost their livelihood. They are bringing people from outside Kashmir, Hindu fundamentalists, to basically disturb the balance in favor of Hindu population. There is settler colonialism going on, as I mentioned earlier. There is hardly any officer or a police personnel who is from the region. They are all outsiders, and they are there to basically to muzzle the Kashmiri population and implement the nefarious designs of Indian establishment. The youth is unemployed. He doesn't have a voice, and ultimately, they may resort to violence practices. And you have to remember that Kashmir is surrounded by three nuclear powers: India, Pakistan, and China. If things snowball to the extent these countries may enter war, there has been war, just there was a war 1 year ago. And both of them, India and Pakistan, are collecting arsenals and looking for a time when they can attack each other. If that happens, there will be there's a potential of nuclear holocaust in the region, which will wipe more than 50% of the population of the region. I'm not a Kashmir, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and so many other countries. International community is committing a crime by ignoring these issues, by ignoring the ramifications of this protected problem will have. And you said, does this problem have dangerous consequences? Absolutely. You could have another nuclear holocaust unless you resolve this problem to the satisfaction of people of Kashmir, and so that region can live in peace.